Welcome back to Simply Southern. Aisling Walding with Sweet Grown Alabama is here in the studio, so y'all know that means we have all the best seasonal produce to talk about. Aisling, thanks so much for being here with us.
Yes, I'm happy to be here. April is finally here. It's feeling so great outside, which means there's a bounty of things in season.
Yes, it's everyone's favorite time of year, I feel like.
It is, and one of the biggest things that I'm sure everybody's been waiting for is strawberries. April's here, it's the month of strawberries. You can find those pretty much everywhere in the state. You can go to U-Pick operations, get your kids out, pick a bucket, and a lot of our farmers have pre-picked buckets. If you don't want to, if you don't have the time to go pick some yourself, or you don't really feel like getting dirty that day, go swing by and pick up some local strawberries. They are the best because when you buy a local strawberry, they are picked at peak ripeness. They are the juiciest, the most red. They're just good.
They really are, yes. Strawberries are, and they let you know that so many more fresh things are coming. Yes. And they pair really well. So this is a recipe that Stacy Little has already made this year. It's an old-fashioned skillet cake.
Yum.
So we're gonna link to that over on our website, but it's perfect, kind of like a shortcake to go with your strawberries.
It is.
But let us know about some of these other things here while I enjoy this strawberry.
Right. So another thing that you might see when you're out at the strawberry patch picking some strawberries is these little green shoots growing in the middle of the strawberry rows. Those are white onions. So white onions pair great with strawberries. Those kind of come in at the same time of the season. And a lot of folks say that they do help keep some pests away from the strawberry plants, things like that. Some other folks say it helps save space just because they grow so well together. So you can find onions in season now as well.
All right, that's good. When you said the green things coming up, I thought you were going to mention asparagus. I didn't know you were going to say onions, so it's asparagus season too.
It is. Asparagus is in, and then you can also find some of my favorite squash. So summer squash can be planted a little early, so you might see those in the south part of the state. Asparagus is in. Turnips, you can still find some turnips and some of those turnip greens in a lot of the parts of the state. But one thing that I think is pretty interesting about asparagus, you might not see it at a lot of farms, but some people do grow it, is it can only be harvested the second year. So when you plant it the first year, you got a long time waiting on it, but it is so good just to cook, or throw some salt and pepper on it and cook it in the oven. It's delicious.
Yes, it's a very noble vegetable is what I've heard.
It is.
So of course, green beans are already coming into season, cauliflower as well, and then we have lots of those great all the time products too.
Absolutely. Green beans, I know I think of snapping those beans with my grandmother and walking. We have hoop houses, so it makes it real easy. You can just walk through and pick the green beans. So those are coming into season, cauliflower, all the good stuff. And like you said, the value added products. And some of the products that you can still find that are not value added but all year round is eggs. So sometimes chickens will slow down in the winter times when it's getting cooler, but
just like we all do.
That's true. But egg production is ramping up about this time. So you can buy farm fresh eggs at your local farmer's market, farm stand, if you don't want to go to the grocery store to buy your eggs.
All right, well, Aisling, thank you so very much for being with us. Where do people go to make sure that they can find the freshest products available?
Right, you can go to sweetgrownalabama.org. Type in your zip code, the product you're looking for, and you can find all of these delicious things in your backyard.
Aisling, thank you so very much for being with us. And now, you guys know I love a good soup. We've talked about that before. And coming up next, Stacy Little of Southern Bite shares another great soup recipe, his 30-minute cheese tortellini soup. Y'all stay tuned.
Have you ever tried to find the perfect farm to call home here in Alabama? And how do you build a profitable business once you find one? The educators and research behind Alabama Extension are a great resource. Come discover what we have to offer beginning farmers, like one military veteran and his family in Arab.
When we moved here after we retired from the Army, we decided to start a farm in order to raise our children, where they have to be responsible for another life other than themselves.
David and Amber Keener left life in Hawaii 2 years ago in search of green pastures here in Alabama. He found the perfect farm, then turned to Alabama Extension for what to do next.
That's usually how a lot of the conversations start with beginning farmers here at the county level, is they just come in looking for help, for advice, for people to point them in the right direction.
We're a micro dairy farm. We have 4 Jersey cows, and future plans will include 4 hoop houses where we do tomatoes and cucumbers on a rotational basis, as well as a berry farm for blackberries and blueberries.
As the Keeners worked to get their farm moving in the right direction, they were introduced to Extension's Operation Grow, a program open to military veterans needing hands-on training, networking, and support to become successful beginning farmers.
The Operation Grow program has helped over 127 veteran farmers across 49 counties in 2023. We continue to grow. So if you'd like to find out more, just contact your local Alabama Extension office.
One of the things that people don't realize about Extension is all of the resources that we have, whether it's publications online, the workshops that we offer, or even just being that, what I call the switchboard, is here locally to direct people.
To learn more about Operation Grow and other Alabama Extension resources, visit aces.edu.
What we eat, what we wear. It all starts somewhere. And if it's good, it usually starts with a farmer. And that somewhere is right here in Alabama. In a field, in a barn, on a tractor. Right now, there's a farmer starting something good for all of us. And it all starts right here in Alabama.
There's no such thing as downtime when you own a farm. This is your land. You tend it and try to get the most from it, no matter the weather or time of day. It's been that way for generations. And for generations, your local Quality Co-op store has been there for you, with a full range of agriculture supplies and services, from feed to fertilizer, seed to grain storage, and the right hardware for any application. You'll always find what you need, plus friendly, knowledgeable advice at your local Quality Co-op store. There's one near you.
For more Simply Southern, follow us on social media. And while you're online, visit our website, simplysouthern.tv.net. Simply Southern continues in a moment.
Sweet Grown Alabama, we just saw it as such an amazing platform to be able to market for farmers and small Alabama businesses.
Being a niche producer, a commercial mushroom laboratory, it's very important that we kind of get the word out about who we are. And Sweet Grown has been monumental in helping us do that.
I think just support your local community, your neighbor. That's the backbone.
Discover what's growing in your neck of the woods at sweetgrownalabama.org.